Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh, that was really nice. That was awesome. And good morning, fellow travelers. Welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O. And today, this morning, I am in front of Casa Continental Hotel, just about a block from Monteo Street. And we are here to go on a massive tour, going out into the Yucatan area, going to see some Mayapan Ruins. And then, of course, we're also going to dip into some cenotes. So I'm super excited. So let's get this adventure started. So first stop is going to be at a gas station. If you need some coffee or quick something to eat, usually they'll make a first stop because it's about an hour-and-a-half drive from Merida to Mayapan, which will be the first stop. So, but anyway, coffee to you guys. Now let's continue on. All right, and we have made it to the ancient city of Mayapan here in the Yucatan. And this was the true last bastion of the Mayan civilization before the Spanish conquests in 1542. So this place was after Chichen Itza fell. The families, like the royal families, all came from that area and came down to here, which used to just be a military outpost, and created this city of Mayapan. I think at its height, it was about 12,000 residents from lower classes, farmers, and then of course you had the king and the four major families that came here. But yeah, it's a post-classical period is the history, so it's about 1200 AD to about 1441 AD. At the end of that is when there was one family that basically rose up the populace, and they just ended up, it was a big civil war, and that was basically the end of that. But it's a really, really cool place. It's not as big as Chichen Itza, but even still, it is a massive complex with several different temples. You have the Kukulkan temple here that was to the main family, and of course the main god, Kukulkan, and I think that another name for that is Quetzalcoatl. You might actually recognize that one. But it is really cool. So when you come in, it's only about 65 pesos to come in. It's not part of the tour because there's also a fee if you're doing camera work like I am. It's another 50 pesos. So it's about 105 pesos, no, excuse me, 115 pesos for me to come in. So, which is not bad at all when it comes to US dollars. I think that's like, what? About five and a half bucks, something like that. But it is well worth it. And you get a guide that kind of takes you around. I think I ended up in a tour this whole day, a Spanish tour. I had asked for an English tour, and the guy that drives me here speaks a little bit of English. The guy that did the tour here for Mayapan speaks very good English, but he was going between Spanish and then English. So I think I ended up on the Spanish tour. I wanted the English tour. Well, whatever, you roll with it. It's been fun. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and explore Mayapan and give you guys just a view of this entire beautiful, beautiful Mayan ruin complex. So come on and let's check it out. By the way, one of the cool things that they allow you to do at Mayapan that I think some of the other places have stopped doing is allow you to climb certain temples and certain ways up. Now, I do recommend just be careful doing it, because these steps are very, very thin. You know, you look down right now, I'm thinking about going down. Oh, that's gonna be harder than going up, because it is scary again, but it is kind of cool. And yes, you can climb these, just to, you know, be respectful. Don't be silly, and obviously be careful, so you don't fall and break anything. You know, they're not in they're not in charge of you. You're in charge of yourself. So, but yeah, this is the Great Temple that I am halfway up. Not allowed to go up to the top of this one all the way, but there are a couple other ones that you're allowed to kind of go up to the top. So we're gonna go and check those out. But just wanted to share that a little bit with you. When you're here at Mayapan, you can climb some of the temples. Just remember which ones it is, and to be careful. So one cool thing that you learn about the Mayan history is the fact that they had innate, acute knowledge of the way that the stars, the sun, and the moon worked. And they built their buildings to kind of represent the time, you know, time passage, so that they could figure out, okay, we're coming close to the summer solstice or the winter solstice. If you go to Chichen Itza, there is a building, that the main temple, where the steps were basically created to almost make like this snake, because it'd be like 7 points that where the sun would hit at around sunset time, and there would be like a giant serpent head at the base, so it was like the serpent riding up the steps, which was really cool. Here it's the backwards, it's the winter solstice, and it's usually around 4:30, which is kind of sad because they close the park at 4 o'clock, so you can't really see the event, but they do have some pictures of it. But it's really kind of cool because these steps are right behind me. When you have the sunset around 4:30, 5 o'clock during the winter time, winter solstice, you will see like little triangles of light cut out in between, and that's when you know the winter solstice is upon you. It's amazing how much they knew about astronomy. Like, these ancient cultures, just fascinating. So behind me in this roped off area is what is known as a dry cenote. And these are considered by the Mayans as gates to the underworld. And in like Mayan culture, the underworld is not considered, you know, Christian hell or anything like that. It is literally going into the earth, the belly of Mother Earth, which is, you know, it is fascinating the way that different cultures are. And what's amazing is, I think when you die, when you go into the underworld, there's like 9 different levels within the underworld. And then basically you go from those roots, because it's all those 9 roots into the underworld are all part of a tree. And that tree, you ascend that tree and head to like the 13 planes above the tree and the branches. It's fascinating because that almost has rings to like Norse mythology and the world's trees, or the world's tree, you know, Midgard, Asgard, stuff like that. It's amazing that cultures from different parts of the world that were basically disconnected from each other after the end of the Ice Age still have things that are all in connection to each other. Like, it's fascinating. It absolutely is. So, but yeah, well, that's one of the things that they talk about is the dry cenote and the entrance to the underworld right here. All right, back in the car, and we are off to the next place as soon as the rest of the tour group gets back from the bathroom. But boy, Mayapan is well worth the visit. And I'm gonna guess, I didn't hit Chichen Itza on this particular visit, but from what I've seen, I'm gonna guess this is probably a lot less crowded than Chichen Itza. So definitely well worth a trip if you're ever in the Merida region. All right, it is now cenote time. So we have gotten here to Santa Barbara Cenote and Restaurant. This is out in the middle of nowhere here in Yucatan. And I will say, it was a really cool drive, just going through like the small little villages and whatnot out here in the Mexican Yucatan countryside. There's a lot of character, a lot of fun stuff to like kind of see. You know, almost ran into like a snake, you know, dogs laid out in the road that are just like chilling. You have to really literally move around them. They don't move. It's like, what the hell? But no, this is fantastic. I am super excited about this. So excuse me while I get my water gear for the GoPro. So my apologies for the sound in this next segment. But yeah, let's go dip into some cenote, shall we? Here we go. That's a little cold. Oh my God. That is chilly. That is chilly. Onwards to cenote number 2. Praise God. Please protect me as I jump into this pool. Ah! Oh my God! Holy crap! Oh, that was really nice. That was awesome. So this one's actually got some little fishies. Just kind of like little black fish just like swimming around with you. Cenote number 3. Ah, fantastic. And what's even cool is this one has that big open air right there. What a shot. Adios, amigos. Holy crap, this horse is on a mission. He damn near threw me off. It's like Fast and Furious horses. Holy crap. Make sure that you hang on to your lifeline when you're on this damn train. Oh my God. Okay, so if you've never done a cenote, when you come here to Santa Barbara and do the cenotes, basically, number one, you'll check in, you will order whatever you're gonna have for lunch if it's part of your package, like, which it was for us for our tour, and then you'll get your wristband and your life jacket, and you will go out to the cenotes. Now you can walk there if you want, but it is a bit of a ways, so I recommend taking the horse carriage. That'll take you all the way down, and then you'll basically hit 3 cenotes in order. You can go out, you can spend as much time as you want, as long as the place is open. So you just dip into all the 3 different cenotes, enjoy yourself. Each one of them has different unique features. My favorite was the Ocho, something like that. But that was the one with kind of like the open skylight above it. It's really cool. But either way, they're all fantastic. And basically cenotes are either sinkholes or caves that have had a bunch of rainwater and groundwater basically run into it and turn into those pools. So it's crystal clear, pure water. It's absolutely fantastic to be in there. But yeah, I do highly recommend it, coming down here. And like I said, this is all part of a package. I'll leave a link for this specific tour in the description later on. But yeah, it was really good. And then when you come back, you do have your lunch at the restaurant. I had marinated pork in like a chote seasoning with just a little bit kind of like beans rice. So, and it had like some tortillas. You can make your own tacos and stuff. But boy, what a freaking experience that was. So, alrighty, onwards we go. Alrighty guys, we are back in Merida, and boy was that an awesome day out. I had a fantastic time. My first cenote experience. That was amazing. That was really, really cool. And of course, being a big history buff myself, I thoroughly enjoyed getting into all that Mayan culture and history and tradition in Mayapan. That was really, really cool. That's one of the best. You know, I've been to Pompeii and I've been to a few other historical ruins and archaeological zones in different parts of like Europe, but that was something very special. That was awesome. And the fact that most of it is still technically under the jungle. You know, what you see, that big expanse of a place that you saw, was but a fraction of what used to really be there. It's just absolutely amazing. So, but I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for following me along. It was a lot of fun to shoot for you guys, and I appreciate the support. So, but if you liked the video, make sure that you give it a big old thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, you know, click that little notification bell so you know when any of my new adventures come up. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account at buymeacoffee.com/traveldone. I appreciate all the support, guys. It helps me going, and you guys keep me doing what I love to do as it is. So, alrighty, until the next time, guys, I will see you fellow Travel Dons on the next adventure. Until then, peace out and have a great night.